There is a Dodge Charger sitting in a police impound lot somewhere right now with 340,000 miles on the odometer. The engine starts on the first crank. The transmission shifts cleanly. The cooling system runs at normal operating temperature. And that car has spent its entire life being driven harder and more aggressively than almost any civilian Charger on the road. Meanwhile, there are civilian Dodge Chargers with 90,000 miles on them, burning oil, running rough, and making noises their owners have been ignoring for 2 years. Same engine, same transmission, same platform. Completely different outcomes. And the difference has almost nothing to do with luck and almost everything to do with one thing: how the vehicle was maintained from day one. Fleet operators, police departments, government agencies, and large commercial fleets have figured out something about the Dodge Charger that most civilian owners never do. And today we're telling you exactly what that is. Because every single thing a fleet does to keep a Charger alive to 400,000 miles is something you can apply to your own vehicle starting right now. These aren't secrets that require special tools or special access. They are disciplines, and disciplines are free. Let's get into it. Reason number 1, fleet vehicles run on fixed maintenance schedules no matter what. This is the foundational difference between a fleet Charger and a civilian one. And it explains more of the mileage gap than any other single factor on this list. When a police department operates a fleet of Dodge Chargers, those vehicles are on a maintenance schedule that is tracked, documented, and enforced without exception. Oil changes happen at fixed intervals regardless of whether the car seems to need one. Fluid inspections happen on a calendar basis. Filters get replaced, coolant gets flushed, transmission fluid gets serviced. None of it gets skipped because the driver is busy or because the car seems to be running fine. The reason fleet operators are so disciplined is simple. They understand something most civilian owners never fully internalize. Maintenance is not something you do when the car tells you it needs attention. By the time a vehicle is telling you something is wrong, the damage has already started. Maintenance is what you do to prevent the car from ever reaching that point. Most civilian Charger owners operate on a completely different philosophy. They change the oil when the indicator gets low enough. They address problems when they become impossible to ignore. They defer maintenance when money is tight. And every single deferral is a small withdrawal from an account that eventually runs out. The single most impactful thing you can do to extend the life of your Dodge Charger is to stop treating maintenance as reactive and start treating it as proactive. Build a schedule, write it down, set a reminder, and stick to it with the same discipline a fleet manager applies to a vehicle the entire department depends on. That discipline alone is worth 100,000 miles. Reason number 2, fleet operators change fluids far more aggressively than the owner's manual requires. Police departments and large fleet operators routinely service their transmission fluid every 30,000 miles, not the 60,000 to 100,000 mile intervals most owners' manuals suggest for normal driving. They do the same with engine oil, coolant, differential fluid, and power steering fluid. They change everything more frequently than the book requires, and their transmissions last dramatically longer as a result. The reason is straightforward. The service intervals in your owner's manual represent the point at which fluid is still just barely doing its job, not the point at which it is performing optimally. And for a vehicle being driven hard every day, that gap matters enormously. Heat is the primary enemy of every fluid in your Charger. Engine oil breaks down under heat and loses its lubricating properties. Transmission fluid loses the friction modifiers that allow clutch packs to engage cleanly. Coolant loses the corrosion inhibitors that protect your water pump and radiator. Every mile you drive beyond the point where a fluid is still performing optimally is a mile where your engine and transmission are working with degraded protection. Fleet operators don't wait for that degradation to become measurable. They change fluids early and consistently. Apply this to your Charger right now. If you can't remember when your transmission fluid was last changed, change it. If your coolant is more than 3 years old, flush it. If your differential fluid has never been touched, address it. Every fluid in your Dodge has a lifespan. Respecting that lifespan is how fleet operators keep chargers running when civilian ones are already in the junkyard. Reason number 3. Fleet chargers are built to a different specification. The Dodge Charger Pursuit, the police package version, is not the same vehicle as the civilian Charger. It shares the same basic platform and the same engine, but underneath the skin, it is built significantly more robustly in several areas that directly affect long-term durability. The cooling system on a Pursuit is upgraded to handle the thermal demands of police operation, extended idling at crime scenes and traffic stops, followed by immediate full-throttle acceleration. That cycle of sustained idle heat followed by sudden hard use is one of the most demanding operating patterns any engine can experience. The factory civilian cooling system was not designed for it. The Pursuit cooling system was. The Pursuit also runs a more powerful alternator and heavier-duty battery system to handle continuous electrical loads from police equipment. And the brake package is substantially upgraded. Larger rotors, more aggressive caliper specifications, and higher temperature-rated pad compounds. You can't buy the Pursuit spec cooling system over the counter for your civilian Charger, but what you can do is understand that the civilian system has less thermal and electrical margin than the fleet version, and maintain it accordingly. More frequent coolant flushes, regular battery terminal cleaning, keeping the alternator belt in excellent condition, and never dismissing an overheating warning as something to address later. Reason number 4. Fleet mechanics catch small problems before they become big ones. Every fleet vehicle that comes in for a scheduled oil change gets a complete multi-point inspection by a mechanic who knows that vehicle and knows what to look for. When that mechanic finds a small problem, a hose that's getting soft, a brake pad at 30%, a suspension bushing with some play, a battery showing slightly low voltage, it gets addressed immediately, not when it fails, immediately. A $40 hose replaced proactively is worth infinitely more than the $800 overheating repair it prevents. A fleet operator knows this because they have the numbers across hundreds of vehicles to prove it. Most civilian Charger owners don't have a mechanic who sees their car regularly. They take it in for an oil change and drive away without asking what was observed during the service. The solution is to inspect your own Charger regularly. Once a month, spend 15 minutes looking at what a fleet mechanic would check. Look under the hood. Are any hoses cracked or soft? Check the brake fluid level. Is it dropping? Look under the car after it's been parked. Any fresh fluid spots? Listen on a cold start. Any new sounds? Feel the steering wheel? Any new vibration? You don't need to be a mechanic to catch most warning signs that precede a major failure. You just need to pay attention consistently. Fleet operators have mechanics doing this systematically. You can replicate the discipline with nothing more than your own eyes in 15 minutes a month. Reason number 5. Fleet operators never ignore warning lights or unusual sounds. This is the one that most directly separates high-mileage fleet Chargers from civilian ones that died early. And it is entirely a matter of discipline. When a warning light appears in a fleet vehicle, it gets addressed that day. The vehicle is pulled from service, the fault code is read, and the issue is diagnosed and repaired before the car goes back on the road. Because a police car that won't start when it's needed is not an inconvenience. It's a failure with real consequences. Most civilian Charger owners operate completely differently. A check engine light that's been on for 3 months gets rationalized as probably just an oxygen sensor. A ticking noise on startup gets normalized as something the car has always done. A subtle shimmy at highway speed gets ignored because the car still drives straight. And every one of those ignored signals is a problem getting worse every mile while the driver pretends it isn't there. The Hemi engine in your Charger is remarkably communicative. It tells you when something is wrong through sounds, lights, changes in behavior, smells, and feel. The owners who get 300,000 miles out of their civilian Chargers are almost universally people who respond to those signals immediately. The ones who lose their engines at 110,000 miles are the ones who spent months deciding whether to take it in. Make a commitment right now. Any new warning light gets read and addressed within 2 weeks. Any new sound that wasn't there last month gets investigated. Any change in how the car feels or shifts gets taken seriously. This costs nothing but attention. Reason number 6. Fleet chargers. Get their cooling systems taken seriously. If there is one system that kills more Dodge Charger engines prematurely than any other, it is the cooling system. And fleet operators treat it with a level of seriousness that most civilian owners never apply. The 5.7-liter Hemi produces significant heat under hard use. The cooling system's job is to manage that heat within a tight window. When the system is compromised, degraded coolant, a weak water pump, a partially blocked radiator, the engine runs above its designed temperature range. And heat damage to an engine is cumulative, invisible, and permanent. Fleet operators flush coolant on a strict schedule, not because the old coolant looks bad, but because coolant chemistry has a service life measured in time and heat exposure. Fresh coolant contains corrosion inhibitors that protect aluminum components throughout the system. As those inhibitors deplete, the coolant becomes mildly acidic and begins slowly corroding the surfaces it's supposed to protect. By the time coolant looks rusty, the corrosion has already been happening for a long time. Fleet mechanics also replace the radiator cap, a $10 to $15 part, on a scheduled basis. A cap that can't maintain proper system pressure causes coolant to boil at a lower temperature and reduces the system's thermal capacity exactly when you need it most. Flush and replace your coolant every 3 years regardless of appearance. Inspect hoses regularly. Replace the radiator cap on a schedule. Keep the coolant at the correct level with the correct chemistry. The engine in your Charger is one of the best ever put in an American muscle car. Give it the cooling system protection it deserves. Reason number 7. Fleet operators. Get their spark plugs serviced on schedule. Fleet mechanics replace spark plugs in the Hemi on a set schedule, typically every 30,000 miles on hard-use vehicles rather than the extended intervals sometimes suggested for normal driving. And the reason goes well beyond whether the car starts and runs. When a spark plug is worn, gap grown beyond specification, i.e. electrode eroded, that cylinder's combustion event becomes less complete. Incomplete combustion means unburned fuel entering the exhaust stream. That unburned fuel can damage the catalytic converter substrate over time. A repair that runs $800 to $1,500 on a Charger. It means combustion residue accumulating on piston crowns and valve faces, and it means the PCM making fuel trim adjustments that gradually affect fuel economy and idle quality across the entire engine. A full set of 8 spark plugs for the 5.7-liter Hemi costs about $40 to $60. The labor is a couple of hours, against the cost of catalytic converter damage or accumulated engine wear from thousands of miles of incomplete combustion. It is one of the highest value maintenance items on the entire list. If you don't know when your Charger's spark plugs were last replaced, or if it's been more than 30,000 miles, replace them. The improvement in idle quality, throttle response, and fuel economy after fresh plugs on a Hemi that's been running worn ones is immediately noticeable. Reason number 8. Fleet operators understand the true cost of deferred maintenance. We're closing with the mindset that makes every other item on this list possible. Because without this understanding, none of the disciplines we've discussed will stick. Fleet operators don't think about maintenance as an expense, they think about it as an investment with a measurable return. They know from data across hundreds of vehicles that every dollar spent on proactive maintenance returns multiple dollars in avoided repairs and extended vehicle life. The $80 transmission fluid service prevents the $6,000 rebuild. The $15 radiator cap prevents the $2,000 head gasket failure. The $40 set of spark plugs prevents the $1,200 catalytic converter. They have the numbers to prove it, and those numbers drive every maintenance decision they make. Most civilian Charger owners think about maintenance as a cost that competes with everything else and gets deferred when the budget is tight. And the painful irony is that every dollar of maintenance deferred almost always returns as $3 or $4 of repair within the next year or two. The Dodge Charger, particularly the 5.7-liter Hemi, is an engine that has proven itself capable of extraordinary longevity when treated properly. There are civilian Hemi Chargers with 250,000 miles on original engines. There are fleet pursuit Chargers with odometers most people wouldn't believe. None of them got there by accident. They got there because someone applied consistent, disciplined, proactive maintenance from day one and never stopped. That is the entire secret. Not special parts, not expensive upgrades, not insider knowledge that only fleet mechanics possess. Consistency, discipline, and the understanding that your charger will give you exactly as much life as you're willing to invest in maintaining it. That's all 8 reasons. The gap between a fleet charger that hits 400,000 miles and a civilian one that doesn't make 150,000 is not an engineering gap. It is a maintenance gap. And everything on this list is something you can start applying to your charger today for free. Save this video. Share it with every charger owner you know. Drop a comment below telling us how many miles your charger has right now, because we genuinely want to know how far this community is pushing these cars. If you want more Dodge maintenance guides, money-saving tips, and everything the dealership never tells you, subscribe right now. New video every week. We'll see you in the next one.